Manager Carlos Mendoza. Mandy, year 2. What did you learn from year 1 that you've implemented so far in year 2?
What's up, guys? Year 2, you're still learning, you know. As a manager, every day you come to the ballpark, you're trying to learn something. Trying to implement basically the same thing we did last year. The relationship, the connections, the people, how we got about our business. Just setting that foundation from day one. That was the messaging last year, and it's not different, you know. We got a lot of new faces in here, and we got to start from zero. So, man, that's 2 quick outs, right?
Oh, boy.
Well, it's been the shortest interview in history. What's it like adding a superstar like a Juan Soto to an established group like this?
It means a lot, and it's impactful. You know, you're talking about a team that already had so many really good players and superstars, you know, and I can mention Lindor and Nemo and obviously Pete. We were able to get him back. And then when you add someone like Juan Soto and the talent, the impact, and just not only on the field but off the field, like this guy is on another level, you know, with the way he prepares, the way he goes about his business, and it's pretty impressive. So obviously it makes us a lot deeper and a way better team.
Your everyday players, your roster's pretty much set. The pitching, your bullpen, and the fact that Montas went down, who are the guys that you're looking for to fill up the rotation and the back end of that, the front end of the bullpen?
Man, I don't know if I have time here. Oh, we're challenging. Oh boy,
at least you still have one left.
Yeah, I know, right? Oh boy, that's a strike. Man, that was a quick one. We got to go to commercials here.
Can you stick with us for another half inning?
Sure.
All right. Carlos Mendoza will join us on the other side as we go to the 8th. It's 4-1 New York. 8th inning, Mets with a 4-1 lead. And we're with Carlos Mendoza, the Mets manager, who joins us from the dugout. Thanks for sticking around, Mandy. Brandon Nimmo still managing that plantar fasciitis. When can we expect to see him in games?
Yeah, he's getting pretty close. This is nothing new from Brandon as far as like spring training and when he started playing games. You know, last year he did the same. First week of March, that's when he started playing games, and he did that a couple of years ago as well. So that was the plan from the beginning. That's why it took a little bit longer for him to just the progression, the running, and then the volume and things like that. So I'm expecting him to start playing games the first week of March.
You know, Mendy, because of the Soto home run, the performance by Klay Holmes might be lost today, but not lost on you.
Yeah, 100%. Everything was really, really good. I'm not talking about just, you know, we all know the sinker, the slider, or the sweeper, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
But he threw some 4 seams today, up to 98. The changeup was really, really good. And not only to lefties, I think he got a ground ball, but he threw one to Zach Short right on right. That's not easy to do as a righty, you know, and especially for a guy that's just learning how to throw it in games, because this is a pitch that he played around with it for a couple years now, but never used it in games. And you know, like I said, the sweeper, the cutter, all of his pitches, like, he looked like he was in mid-season form, to be honest with you. And you got to give him credit. This guy's been here since the second week of January, and you could tell. So that was really good to see.
So Gary brought up, you know, Nimmo, and I will ask the status of Marte. I think Marte's critical for this ball club, and how's he coming along physically?
Yeah, he's still progressing. He's going through his progression, the running progression, you know, that knee. There's, you know, there was some inflammation there that he played through it in the playoff, and then in the offseason. It took a little bit longer than what we anticipated. Like I said, he ran to like 85% a couple of days ago. You know, and then there's days where he still feels it, and he's getting treatment. But this is another guy that, like you said, Keith, he's so important for this lineup and for this team. And our goal is to get him healthy, keeping it that way. Hopefully he's playing in games here somewhere in the first few days of March, and we'll get him going as well.
Mandy, you have 67 players in camp. It's hard to keep tabs on them all, but you've got some young players who are big prospects in this organization who missed considerable time last year. Mauricio, Drew Gilbert, Jet Williams. How has that set them back, if at all, and where do you see them at as this year progresses?
Yeah, you're looking at three talented players, whether it's Jet Williams, Drew Gilbert, and Mauricio, who missed pretty much a whole year. We're gonna take it very, very slow with Mauricio. He's doing really well, but we're not anticipating him in seeing some actions to like mid-March. So we got to keep it that way, because missing a year of development is huge. So and then for Jet and Drew, same thing. They're talented players that missed some development last year, and our goal is we need to keep these guys healthy, because when they're on the field, they got a chance. So hoping that they can impact this ball club at some point this year, and yeah.
Ochoa takes them the other way for a one-out hit.
Mandy, in today's world, it seems like young players, we know more about them than ever. What's a young player that none of us know about that you're keeping an eye on?
That is in big league camp?
Yeah.
I mean, all of them. I'm keeping a close eye on Jake Williams. Ryan Clifford. This is a guy that was not in big league camp last year. He came a few times, but I'm really looking forward to watching him play. This is another guy that we acquired on a trade a couple of years ago, and I'm excited to watch him play. Drew Gilbert. And then Spro. I'm excited about him as well. He's in big league camp. We all know. We know that name. Yes. He's someone that keeps coming up pretty much everywhere. But yeah, we got a few of them in here in big league camp.
You mentioned Brandon Sproat, and I know a lot of the fans are anxious to see him. Do you see his future as a starter or as a power reliever?
Yeah, I see him as a starter. Fastball plays, and he's got a lot of pitches, But again, he's got to continue to learn, develop. In AAA last year, it wasn't easy for him. Kind of got hit around a little bit, and that's important for a young player, that learning how to deal with struggles and how you're going to bounce back and things like that, not only physically but mentally. His first year in professional baseball, I think, and he got to AAA. So I see him as a starter.
Mendy, last year did not begin the way you would have wanted it to. 22-33 to begin the season. Is there anything that you as a manager can do in spring training or think about going into the season to try and get off to a better start?
Well, I mean, I don't know that anybody wants to get up to a start like the way we did last year, And yeah, I mean, in the offseason, you're trying to think and look back in some of your notes and whether it was playing time and honestly, I felt pretty good how camp went last year, and when we broke camp, it didn't go our way from the beginning. So, and we had so many things happen to us where it was injured. We lost Alvi, and that was a big blow for us early on. It seemed like we couldn't catch a break. Lindor got off to a slow start. A lot of our guys got off to a slow start. So hopefully that's not the case, but it's a long season. It's 162. You have to stay consistent. Just trust the guys, trust the process. That eventually, we got a lot of good players here. So,
Carlos, thanks so much. Appreciate you sticking around for another half inning. Good luck as this thing gets going.
Thanks, guys. Good seeing you.